Smart money is watching Bitcoin in the next 48 hours, and I will tell you exactly why that is in just a moment. First of all, hi everyone, I'm Gabby Trades for those of you who don't know, and I am here to give you technical analysis every day from Monday to Thursday, and we do that on crypto and equities so that I can help you orientate yourself in the markets. The conditions right now are quite interesting, but if that sounds good to you, please like and subscribe. And also, you guys, please leave a comment below the video because I want you to let me know if you guys like the video, why you like it, and if there is anything that I can change to be of more help for you guys. Hi everyone, Franco Lee, hello. Diamond Eyes, Cloud Chaser, hi everyone. So quick word about yesterday. We had a bit of a warm-up from the Feds with actually some significant communication that was delivered when Federal Reserve Governor Christopher J. Waller gave a speech titled A Tale of Two Outlooks at the Chartered Financial Analyst Society of St. Louis. So in his remarks, Governor Waller discussed evolving U.S. economic outlook around all the uncertainty, particularly focusing on the impact of the recent tariff increases and the trade policy actions. He really laid out several scenarios regarding how these tariffs could temporarily boost inflation while partially, dampening economic growth over the medium term. Although he emphasized that any inflationary effect could be temporary, his speech underlined the challenges that the Fed is facing right now, balancing inflation control with maintaining stable and growing economy. So while he didn't really give any directive or changes that are about to come in monetary policy, Waller really detailed analysis actually gave us critical insights into kind of the temperature of the Fed and what's his thinking and his risk management and his approach under the current economic conditions. So tomorrow we'll have even more communication from Fed Chairman Powell. So let's see how that goes and where that takes us, because price action, I know it looks pretty weird to you guys. To me, it looks pretty clean. So I want to show you why that is, and we're going to discuss why is it important to watch it over the next 48 hours. Sugar Cookies here, Bear, hello guys. All right, so nice to see you. Today I woke up really early, so I'm not a morning person, so when I wake up, it's just like, oh my God, all my day is going a bit lethargic. But how are you guys? Let me know in the chat. It's always so great to see you. All right, let's see what's happening right now. It's very interesting price action as of today. The market opened with a pump and now it seems to be retracing. So we're going to see what exactly is happening and what can we expect. And we're going to give a little bit more substance to the price action at the moment. I know that a lot of you are trying to avoid trading right now, and that's for a good reason. For a very good reason, because right now it's a very high probability that the markets could chop until they give us a good reaction that we can actually trade off of. Currently, I'm still short Bitcoin and I'm not planning to close. I closed over the lows, you guys know. When we drop down here, I closed the majority of the position. I still have 20% running. I'm quite happy with that because everything I take from here in terms of short until we reach our, major zones, to me, it's very high risk. So I'd like to keep it like that. We're going to bring vibes and wake you up. Okay, Kun, please. No, I'm seriously awake, but I'll gladly take a nap right now, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's focus a little bit and see what's happening. First of all, tomorrow we have Fed Chairman Powell speaking. That's really important because he might give some hints and the market could finally give us the tiny relief that we're hoping for. How tiny it is, we're looking again at another, 7% approximately. Let's have a look from here. to our zone. It could be even up to 10%, which is quite substantial. And today we're going to review why that is and why we're looking at these zones. By the way, if you guys are new here, please join the Discord. Find the link below, find the link in the chat box. It's for free. You can go in there. I give my daily analysis over there, you know, every day. So I think that's very helpful. And when I find trades, I also post them over there every single time. We also have our trading competition running. By the way, we have a winner for last week's trading competition. For the leading, you know, guy is someone called FVG15. So yeah, I'm really proud of him. He did quite well on the week. He ended up being up almost 12%, which is very impressive. So let's focus now and review what's happening. First of all, we're gonna go on a daily time frame to start, to understand a little bit more of the picture that is currently happening. So if we look on a higher time frame, right, we know that Bitcoin is trading in a bullish market structure on the very high time frame, right? On a higher time frame. On a lower time frame, we're bearish. We've broken structure. We know that. Please, that's no news. I don't want to hear it anymore. Overall, the good thing is that the all-time high for Bitcoin is liquidity, so we know that the all-time high is going to go. We've had that liquidity sit over there. It developed back in February, early February, so we knew that this liquidity is giving us hope even though we're dropping down. As we were dropping down, we cleared so much liquidity up here that we fueled a move down, and we continued to do so, right? We continued to fuel that move to the downside with leaving so many zones and so much liquidity. So I want you guys to understand that I am not bearish whatsoever. I don't think we are in a bear market. And I think that whoever says that, they have a lot of reasons why, you know, they could build that thesis, right? They're looking at indicators such as the RSI, they're looking at debt crosses and all that stuff. But overall, my strategy and the way I look at the markets, you guys know because you've been watching me for a while. Felipe is here. I don't know who Felipe is here, but you guys are most welcome. Everyone who's new, please drop in the chat and say hi because we are very, very friendly. But for anyone who knows how I review Bitcoin and how I draw my chart, we know that we're sitting in at around almost the 0.5 level of this massive price leg that we're trading. So that for us is still very, very bullish. So we've discussed that. I don't know if I have it on a different chart here drawn. Yes, probably that one. So let's just reiterate that for you guys to just chill a little bit, okay? Just chill. Bitcoin is extremely bullish, okay? This is a massive bullish leg. This retrace is super healthy, and even if we drop further down to the 66, 65, even in that area, even we can drop further down as 56K, that is extremely bullish leg. You know, before Bitcoin turns bearish, it's going to need a lot of things to happen. Okay, so let's relax for now. We're not in a bear market. We're just looking to trade sensibly. Okay, we're looking to trade sensibly. So for that, we're going on a daily chart. Okay, we discussed the liquidity on the daily chart. What's happened today? Today, we've just taken the previous week high, right? This is significant liquidity usually. So it's normal that price is retracing right now. Plus, you need to understand that before we come in and take the 89K level, which is our daily resistance level, which we're going to be looking for shorts from, at least I am, we are likely to be chopping a lot. Another thing that I want to put your attention to is the volume that's been trading. Okay, the volume that has been trading. For that, let's just go on. A 12-hour is fine. The 12-hour is quite visible. So if we review, price is right now sitting at the point of control. So this is the point of control, and we're breaking that point of control right now. So this choppy price action around the point of control here is usually quite normal. Ideally, what you want to be doing when you have developed a bias, and our bias is long, right? Our bias is long because we broke structure on a 4-hour time frame. We broke structure, so on the short term, we are still, our bias is long, right? And on a higher time frame, such as a daily time frame, our bias will switch even more bullish once we break the 89K level, right? Or the 88K. Like the candles are sitting at 88, but the resistance level is at 89.076 to be extremely precise. Okay, let's be extremely precise. That's where the resistance is. The candles highs are sitting at 88,000, whatever, 600 something. So once we break that, this is a daily, right? A higher time frame now break of structure of this downtrend that we've been facing with, right? That we've been trading and we've been riding shorts happily from here. So the thing is, you guys, now I want to see that level broken. I want to see that level broken because I had enough confirmation for me on the 4-hour to understand that we're going to go and retest the 89K level at the very minimum. Now, when we look at the volume profile here, there is something you guys need to pay attention to. So once we start coming up here, we can see that all this volume void here, it's most likely going to be filled. So we're looking at prices in between exactly our resistance level 89K and guess what, 95K, which is our other level. And what is that level? Everyone, you guys that's been watching me for a while now, you know very well because we've been talking about it since beginning of March. We have double liquidity formation here. And the 95K zone is a zone of extreme liquidity and extreme resistance combined with the resistance, combined with the sell zone above. All these things. Wait, let's go back on the 4-hour. It just, I saw a dot and it annoyed me. I need to delete it. Go away. So basically, that's an area of a lot of liquidity and of volume voids that need to be filled. So once we start breaking from that level, if I'm interested to go long, I would preferably wait for price to reach the point of control. Once again, if we're lucky, right? If we're lucky, price to drop back to the point of control level, and we need to see that point of control holding, which is around between 83,600 and like 84,000. 83,600, 84,000, I think for me is a very good area to look for longs, and price might not return anymore. Like, we don't know that. But if we start losing the point of control here, right? If we start losing that point of control, now I want price to drop down and potentially create a higher low at our other support area at the 78,253. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Let me repeat it for you guys so you follow me and you understand very well what's happening. Overall, Scott is here. Overall, we are bearish on a higher time frame until we break the level of 89K, right? If we break that level with strength, now we are turning more bullish for the short term. Why are we turning more bullish for the short term and not for the long term? Because we are aware that there is a liquidity void here in the volume between 89,000 and 95,000 that is always likely to be filled. We also know that on the 4-hour time frame at the 95K level, we have massive liquidity. We have a sell zone and we have a resistance zone at the 95K. So having all those confluences together, right? And I say if sell zone above the 95K, that is really giving you this whole area as a potential short area. So that means between the 95K all the way up until like even 98K or 99K. This is an area that I'm going to be looking for shorts. Now, and I will tell you from now, when this happens, because I really strongly believe that it's going to happen, when I take a short from there, and that short is going to be with an intention for price to come down and sweep these lows that we made at 74K. I think a lot of people are going to start calling for a bear market. So watch out when this happens, because I don't know. I'm watching traders on on Twitter with like years of experience, with like courses that they're selling for $20,000-$30,000, and the things that they're saying are just hurting my brain. They're just hurting my brain. Like, are we, do you even understand technical analysis? Do you even understand what you're talking about? One day they're bullish, one day they're bearish, and then it's nothing makes sense of what they're saying. So that's why I'm telling you guys, this is my bias, and my bias will continue to be the same until I get the confirmations that I'm wrong, right? For now, everything is calling for a bull market. The price is bullish. It is still bullish, but the 70, whatever we got here, what do we get? 74 cannot be the bottom. That is just, it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. The way we switched price, the way we created that bottom, it just doesn't line up for me. We haven't even reached key levels and key zones, right? We haven't even reached the key levels and key zones. So it just simply doesn't make sense for me, but that is fine, right? Let's say if we have here the bottom, that is fine, but I'm definitely selling from 95K, and I'm happy to do so, right? That's how I make my profits, because I'm going to take a sell and then I'm going to find an area or a confirmation to exit that sell with like 80% of my position or something, and then I leave a runner, and that runner sometimes makes me so much money that I don't really care what's going on in the markets at all. So that's what we want to do basically. And again, let's pull up the volume profile so you guys can see the point of control here that we're looking at. We want to keep this point of control, right? This point of control right here at 83,700. It starts at 83,600, between 83,600 84,000. We want to keep that level, and even if we drop a little bit further, for that we can go on a lower time frame and see what the hell is going on. Is there anything we can actually look for on a lower time frame? Immediately pull out the indicators. First thing you see is there is liquidity on the 15-minute time frame, where at 83,700. What is that? What is that level, you guys? Well, that is the point of control on the high time frame volume profile. So this is what we want to look at. We want to see if price reverses right now, right? Let's see if on lower time frame a short is forming here. Actually, that would be interesting as we're live. This was quite aggressive short down here. Absolutely no entry opportunity whatsoever. Very aggressive price retracement. Even on the 1 minute, absolutely zero entries. Absolutely zero entries. No entry here. No entry here. No entry here. Right? Price is just breaking lower time frame structure now, and it's retracing off of the break of structure. I don't trade only break of structure. So for me, this short here is it's so basic that I wouldn't even take it, right? I wouldn't even take it. So catching this short here is very hard. So that's why I'm happy that I'm already in a short, because trading these conditions right now are very, very difficult for anyone, and that's completely understandable. But thankfully we have the indicators, so we know that on the 15 time frame we have this liquidity down here sitting at the 83,600. Our volume profile point of control, this is where price needs to hold. We have one support here at 83,600. We have one support here at 83,470. All these areas need to hold, right? So let's say I want to take a long. This is the area where I'll be looking, where I'll be looking to take a high risk long position. Because remember, we don't know if price is going to completely retrace and drop down. I need to stop drawing. And drop down to our 12-hour support down here at 78,253, create a higher low, and then continue, right? So because of that, I rather stay in the short that I'm already in and see how it develops. If it closes me out, it closes me out. Like, I don't care. But the areas from here that I can look for potential further shorts would be Bitcoin 89K. Just to repeat to you guys, Bitcoin 89K. And if we break from 89K, 95K, the area between 95K, 96K, 98K, for me is a massive area to look for shorts, right? And to be honest, I think ideally for me, what's going on is what will happen is that we're going to come down, retrace, find a good entry for a long position, ride that long position until 95K, 98K, and then track price very, very carefully and try to find short entries in this area where we're going to ride this shorts all the way down, right? Because we know that that's not the bottom. And then we want to find support at around 72K 700. That's going to be our first area of interest. 72K 778. And then, of course, the ultimate zones starts at 69,000, around 69,500 Bitcoin. That would be absolutely amazing if that happens. Because once price gets into there, it will be really, really good for us to track. So that's pretty much it. In terms of Bitcoin, I'm not interested whatsoever in alts because alts are not looking great at the moment. I'm not wasting my time trading that. If I'm trading any alts, that's going to be Sol, because Sol is trading really, really strongly, and I like to see that. Sol, same thing. Right? If we look on a 4 hour, we have liquidity at around $180. We have a sell zone at between 138 and 147. So for Sol as well, we're close to a sell zone that we might reject from, right? Create a higher low somewhere here. We can identify that where that needs to be for Sol. Right? But for now, we want to see higher prices. Okay. For Ethereum, let's have a look real quick. Ethereum, as usual, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Little to absolutely nothing happening. For Ethereum, the confirmation that we're actually doing something, like I said yesterday to you, and I'm going to repeat it, starts at $1,814. And that's even on a lower time frame. If we go ahead and look on a higher time frame, for some people the confirmation is going to come above 2,000, right? Even higher levels than this, right? So Ethereum is very weak right now. Hopefully it's going to regain strength, but I don't know when that's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's happening right now. So let me see. From which date are you measuring the POC? Well, it's happening automatically on my chart. I think I've set it on automatic. So these are my inputs for the volume profiles. Mr. Vane. Here. So that's on a 4 hour, on a higher time frame, on a daily. Right. So we really need this point of control to hold. It's a good indicator, volume profile for you guys to use. It's actually for free. And again, so I spoke to a friend of mine today actually, and she was telling me that I need to educate you a little bit more on how to use my indicators, and I think she's absolutely right. because a lot of the people are interested in the indicators, but they don't know how to precisely read them, which is absolutely understandable. But I'm just really annoyed about this price action today, because this wipe down here has absolutely given us zero data for a short. Christoph, even when the market is crap, you still look beautiful, Gabby. Aw, that is so cute. Aw, you make me blush. Thank you. Yeah, the market is absolutely crap, and I'm so happy that I'm managing to stay away from it at the moment, because the chop, at least the things that I expect are happening, and I'm seeing them developing on the chart, so that's good. We still got it, right? We haven't lost anything. But yeah, 15-minute time frame liquidity at around the point of control zone. So from here, once we take that liquidity, this is very immediate price action for today. I think this area would be good area to look for some longs on a lower time frame. And by that, I mean the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3 minute and 5 minute time frame. Potentially, there could be some longs down here to target the resistance level at 89.076. I miss trading, to be honest. I'd like to get involved in something, so let's see if we find a trade today, and if I do, I'm gonna post it for you guys on Discord. But that's pretty much for today. I don't know what else. We can talk about NASDAQ a little bit. We can talk about NASDAQ. NASDAQ, we had this gap. We've covered it yesterday. To be fair, for me, NASDAQ is really 20,000 is a level that I'm keeping my eyes on. 19,299 was a level of rejection here, that we saw that rejection happening on NASDAQ. So we're still monitoring, of course, NASDAQ very, very closely, as it's pretty much correlated to Bitcoin. So that's what we want to see. I think for NASDAQ, the levels are going to be around 19,800, 20,000. So if price reaches up to these levels, even 19,800, I'll be looking for some shorts. If they're scalp, I don't mind at all. But that's the current markets right now. Did audio cut? I'm new here. I purchased the indicators. How can I use it? So if you've purchased the indicators, I've made a video on YouTube on how you can use those indicators. Let's have a look here if I can show you real quick. If you come into videos, you're gonna see this video that's called trading indicators that will 10x your profits today. So once you see that on my YouTube channel, watch that, join Discord, and let me know if you don't understand something from the indicators. We're soon going to start a coaching session where I teach you guys how to use these indicators, because they're very, very useful. And I feel that a lot of people have their own strategies, but they get stuck in finding, you know, the zones of resistance or support. So they will, you know, the indicators will absolutely help you with that. They will help you navigate your trades on a lower time frame as well as on a higher time frame. So for me, I've been using them for years, and they've been they're absolutely integral part of my trading. So yeah, that's how I know right now that we're straight heading for this low, right? This is what this indicator is telling me, that this is the closest liquidity that we have right now. So okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. That's it for today. I don't know if I need to repeat myself, but all we need to do is wait and hope for our volume profile point of control to be steady and to be holding, right? This is what we're hoping for on a higher time frame. It's actually 83,721. This is the point of control that I'm interested in. This is lining up with our liquidity on the 15-minute time frame. I want to see price drop into here, and I want to see any short-term signals that I need to go long right now to target the 89K Bitcoin. And as we can see, we can reject from here and we can look for shorts from here, but it's also likely that we're going to continue higher up to fill this volume void to target probably 95K, which is double liquidity on a 4-hour time frame. So this is pretty much it. We're keeping it very simple and we don't want to overcomplicate. All right, you guys, thank you so much once again for being here. And I will see you, my lovelies, in the next one, which is tomorrow. Have a great night and join Discord. Don't forget to like the video, please. Before you go, like the video. So I will see you guys in on Discord. And bye.